Let's get into another trade recap of today's price action on Euro USD. We took a sell, profited 3R from it. Let's analyze it. If we get down to the 4 hours time frame, we can see we are in a huge bear market and still have these low left to get swept, and these daily low that we can look as a target. The first thing I looked at was where price could react from to go lower. So I want you to zoom out always. If you try to identify strong points of interest, order blocks, or fair value gaps, always zoom out, go at least to the 1 hour time frame. We can see here this strong order block which created a new low. So this is a strong POI where price can react from. So let's go down to the 15-minute time frame. You can see that price gave us today a nice reaction during Asia session. We have formed these two lows here, which act as liquidity. And on London session, let's go down to the 5-minute time frame. We have formed a nice trend line liquidity. One touch, second touch, third touch right here. So my initial thought was that we are going to sweep those lows and maybe come into this area with this fair value gap where price can push higher from there. So if you go down to the 3-minute time frame, all I wanted to see is a price action where I can short from. So I saw this fair value gap, and price gave us one touch, two touches, and a second touch on this trend line liquidity, which is a sign that we are gonna break it. The more touches a trend line have, the higher the probability is that we are gonna break this trend line. So I saw this bearish reaction with a doji candle. I entered like always 1 to 3, had a 6 pip stop loss, a bit bigger than usual, but I aimed for a 1 to 3 with reward. Let's get down to the 1-minute time frame. At first I thought, yeah, easily going to hit, but it literally missed my take profit by 1 or 2 pips. It's crazy. Most people, I tell you, most people get emotional right here, and they sell. Like when I see this, they just say, okay, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna take my profits right here, and then they don't get 3R, but only like 2.5R, something like that. So what I want you to do is don't touch your take profit, only touch your stop loss. What you can do is to remove that risk, just place your stop loss at break. Just place your stop loss at break even. That's what I did. I placed it at break even. When price hits my stop loss, I'm fine with it. I'm no risk. I don't risk anything in this trade. Price came back to this area, reacted nicely from it, did not manage to break this low right ahead, gave us another reaction, and when price came back into this area, then it broke that low and like expected took this low out, this one as well, and this was the 3R trade. We could have profited from another trade if we would search for longs right here. This is not the time where I trade, so New York session starts around here. I was in school, so I couldn't watch the markets in New York session. And if I'm looking at it right now, the only way I would take a trade is maybe right here, and we came back into this fair value gap, and we swept this low, swept that low, had this as a liquidity target, both, and we didn't break it right here. So this were the only maybe trade I would have taken in New York session. Another confluence to take this short right here is if you look at the DXY. I always love to look at the DXY when I'm trading euro dollar. If you go to the 4-minute time frame, what we can see is this huge gap. This huge gap. I thought, okay, we are at least gonna tap this gap. That's just how it works. You watch the charts, and most of the time those gaps are getting filled or touched at least. So I placed an alarm around here. When price comes back into this area, I will want to look for buys again on the euro dollar, and I want to sell the euro dollar until price comes back into this gap. That's why I took the sell on the euro dollar today from here to here. We just tapped in, it was alright because take profit got hit. And then price reacted insanely strong as soon as we tapped into this gap. That's why we moved higher on the euro dollar. The next thing I'm gonna expect for the euro dollar is that price comes back into this area and either reacts from it or it breaks higher and then reacts from it. So either it comes back to this area, goes lower, or it sweeps this area, which is also a high liquidity area because we have like a formed double top right here. So I could expect price to go and sweep this level and then go lower. Yeah, we formed this double top right here. Let's go back to the 1 hour time frame. And what we could see is that price could, this is actually a triple top if you look at it from this perspective. Yeah, so I think we are going to sweep these highs right here, all these highs, come back into like this order block, touches and then going lower. That's what I'm thinking right now is going to happen. No, I could be false. Let's just see what price gives us tomorrow. You can also see that this area is a high probability one because we swept all of this liquidity right here, all of this right here, and then had a huge reaction from it. So yeah, I will bet that price go up to this area, sweep this, then proceed maybe to even go just make a lower low on a higher time frame. I hope you've learned something from this trade breakdown today, and I hope your trading does well. Please subscribe to this channel, or at least leave a like behind so you can support me, and I would appreciate it. Goodbye.